Let's begin this 30-minute slow flow practice together. Just finding a comfortable seated position and allow your eyes to close. Just give yourself permission to land here on your mat, noticing your breath. Allow your breath to bring you into the space, to bring you to a grounded place, to let go a little bit more with each exhale. And then take a moment to find a positive intention for your practice today. And bringing hands to heart center, repeating your intention. And then slowly release your hands down, keeping your eyes closed as you mindfully make your way to your child's pose. Just allowing yourself to land here in your child's pose, connecting with your breath. Try to stay connected with your breath as we practice today. Inhale as you slowly come up to table. And exhale back to your child's pose. Again, inhale, come up to table. And exhale back to your child's pose. Inhale, come up to table. And we'll move through some cat and cow stretches. As you inhale, release your belly, looking up. And exhale, release your head as you press your spine up towards the sky. Just moving through these at your own pace. Staying with your breath. And after your next exhale, you can slowly return back to your child's pose, taking a deep breath in and letting it go. Inhale as you slowly make your way up to your table, curling your toes under. Send your hips up into your down dog. Just keep a deep bend in your knees here. And then use your core as you inhale forward, releasing your knees back to the mat, and exhale back into your child's pose. Inhale, coming up to table. Exhale as you press back to your down dog, keeping that softness in your knees. Inhale forward, releasing your knees back to table. And exhale into your child's pose. Inhale as you come up to table. Exhale, pressing back to your down dog, keeping that softness in your knees. Inhale forward as we release our knees down to the mat. And exhale back into child's pose. Stay with your breath. Inhale, slowly coming back up to table. Exhale as you find your down dog. And this time, maybe slowly pedaling out your feet. Just keep that softness in your knees and your elbows as you send your hips up towards the sky. Finding a little stillness here. And then we'll slowly take a walk up to the top of our mat. Exhaling into a forward fold. Release your head and your neck. Maybe holding elbows here. And continue to stay with your breath. Bend your knees a lot as you slowly roll all the way up to standing. Inhale to sweep arms overhead. And exhale your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. We'll flow through a sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, soften your knees as you hinge at your hips, a forward fold. Inhale to draw length to your spine. Plant your hands as you step back to your plank. Release your knees down as you exhale, lowering all the way down to the ground. Inhale as you draw your chest forward and up, finding a cobra. And exhale to release. Press back through table. Exhaling into your down dog. And take some deep breaths here. Soften your knees as you look up at your hands, slowly stepping up to the top of your mat. Exhale into your forward fold. Bend your knees a lot as you slowly return to stand. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale as you soften your knees, hinging at your hips into a forward fold. Inhale to draw length to your spine. Exhale back to your fold as you step back to plank. Pause here for a moment as you press the ground away from you, finding strength in your core as you exhale chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale back to your down dog for 5 breaths. Coming into a low lunge, inhale your right leg up in the air. Exhale as you step between your hands. Release your back knee down to the ground, taking a full breath as you inhale your arms overhead. Pressing down through your feet as you draw your navel in and up, finding strength in your core. Exhale, release your left hand to the ground, opening up into a twist, your right hand up towards the sky. And you can keep that back knee on the ground or curl your toes under to lift your knee away from the ground. As you unwind, plant both hands down, swinging that right leg up and open into a 3-legged dog. You can allow your hips to open up here, maybe checking in with your foot or bending and straightening your leg. Inhale to square your hips, bringing your knee to your nose as you exhale. And then we'll step into Parsvottanasana, taking a fold over that right leg. Step your left foot up to meet your right as you exhale into your forward fold. Bend your knees a lot as you slowly return to stand. Inhale to sweep arms overhead, and exhale your hands to heart center. Separating feet hips distance will take it into a side stretch as you release your right hand by your side. Lift up out of your left side, taking a stretch over to the right. Inhale as you come back up to center, and we'll take that side stretch on the other side. Inhale your arms back up to center, and exhale as you soften your knees, hinging at your hips into a forward fold. Inhale to draw length to your spine. Plant your hands as you step back to your plank, making your way back to your down dog any way that makes sense for you. Staying with your breath as you move. Finding that low lunge on the other side as you inhale your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step between your hands. Release your back knee to the ground as you inhale arms overhead. Finding a softness in your shoulders and your face as you continue to breathe. Coming into a twist, release your right hand to the ground and your left hand to the sky. Staying here or curling that back leg under as you lift your knee away from the ground. As you unwind, swing your left leg up and open into a three-legged dog. Staying strong in your shoulders. Again, maybe bending and straightening that top leg. And then inhale to square your hips. Exhale as you bring your knee to your nose, softly stepping into Parsvottanasana as you fold over your lengthened left leg. Step your right foot up to meet your left as you exhale into your forward fold. Inhale to draw length to your spine. Plant your hands as you step back to your plank, making your way all the way back to your down dog. Taking your time to flow with your breath. And then using your core, we'll softly lower our knees back down to the ground as we exhale into child's pose. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Inhale as you come up to table, and exhale, press back to your down dog. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Finding warrior one on the right side as you inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step between your hands, ground through your back foot and take a full breath up into warrior one. Separating your legs so they're hips distance apart. Allowing your shoulders to soften. Finding strength in your core. We'll open up into warrior two, aligning your front heel with your back heel. using the strength in your glutes and your outer thigh to keep your front knee stacked over your ankle. And you can just check in with your hands and your wrists here, stretching them out and circling them around. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale to come back up to warrior two. And we'll take our time as we find triangle, lengthening through that front leg. Release your right hand down, extending your left arm up towards the sky. Keeping your left shoulder stacked on top of your right. Staying with your breath. Be mindful not to lock out your knees. And as we release, we'll walk our hands to the wide edge of our mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold, bringing your toes in and your heels out. You can stay with a flat back or you can gently fold, coming a little bit deeper, maybe holding on to ankles as you gently draw yourself in. Inhale as you come back up to a flat back. Squeeze your thighs together as you bring your hands to your hips. Use your core to come all the way up. And we'll turn towards the back of the mat, finding our crescent lunge on the left side. Just taking a moment to separate your legs so they're hips distance apart. You can interlace your hands behind your low back. Find a strong core connection as you lift through your chest, taking this into a small back bend. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, release hands to the ground. Step back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, keeping your shoulders above your elbows. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back to your down dog. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. We'll find our warrior one on the left side as you inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step between your hands, grounding through your back foot as you inhale your arms overhead. Gently squaring your hips, softening your shoulders. Moving slowly as you open up into warrior two. Keeping your joints stacked. Checking in with your hands and your wrists. On your next exhale, you can reverse your warrior, keeping the strength in your core and feeling this stretch down the side of your body. Moving slowly here, take your time as you come into triangle. Being mindful not to lock out your knees. Stacking your right shoulder on top of your left. And then mindfully making your way back into a wide leg stance, turning your toes in and your heels out. And this time we'll keep a flat back as we open up into a twist, keeping your left hand down as you extend your right arm up. Maybe you wrap your right arm behind your back, taking it a little bit deeper into the twist. And then we'll slowly unwind, releasing your right hand down as you take the twist on the other side. Slowly unwind. Squeezing your thighs together, bring your hands to your hips. Use your core to come up, and we'll find our crescent lunge on the right side. Separating your legs, hips distance apart. Pressing your heel back as you interlace your hands behind your low back and lift and open through your chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you can release your hands down to the ground. Step back to your plank and flow through to your down dog. And you can find 5 deep breaths in your down dog or your child's pose. Just take a moment here to come back to your breath. To come back to the intention that you set in the beginning of the practice. And then inhale as you come up to table. And we'll slowly make our way all the way onto our bellies. You can create a pillow with your left hand as we find a quad stretch, reaching around, holding on to your right foot in your right hand as you draw your heel in. Slowly release your right foot. And we'll take that stretch on the other side, switching hands under your forehead as you reach around with your left hand to hold on to your left foot. Draw your heel in to find a quad stretch. And then slowly release your left foot, just creating a pillow with both hands under your head as you pause here. And then we'll come into Cobra, so you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders as you draw your chest forward and up. Inhale to come up to Cobra, and exhale as you slowly lower down. Just moving through this at your own pace with your own breath. If it feels good for you to hold in your Cobra, you can take that variation, or you can continue to slowly move up and down. And when you feel ready, you can release all the way down. We'll find one more back bend, coming into Shalabhasana, as you extend your arms and legs towards the back of the room. Inhale, lifting your shoulders, your chest, and your legs away from the ground. Keep your gaze down to create length in the back of your neck. Taking some nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can release all the way down. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then we'll slowly make our way back into our child's pose. Inhale as you come up from your child's pose and slowly make your way to a seated position. We'll take this into a twist as you bring your right heel toward your left hip, stepping your left foot up and over. Hug your knee in as you take a twist over to the left. Inhale to draw length to your spine. And exhale as you soften into the twist. And as you unwind, give your knee one more squeeze in as you press your sitting bones down towards the ground. Taking a few deep breaths. And then we'll slowly release, taking that on the other side. Bring your left heel in toward your right hip as you step your right foot up and over, taking a twist over to the right. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you soften into the twist. And then slowly unwind, giving that right knee a hug in as you press your sitting bones down. Slowly releasing your legs out in front of you. You can engage your core as you take a slow roll all the way onto your back. Bringing your knees in toward your chest and giving them a squeeze. Coming into a reclining pigeon, release your left foot down to the ground as you cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can stay here or hold on to your left leg, coming a little bit deeper into the stretch. Another variation, you can lengthen out that left leg to find a hamstring stretch as well. Then we'll slowly release and find our reclining pigeon on the other side. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. And take this to wherever you did on the other side. Try to keep your shoulders and your head relaxed. Relaxing through your face. Continuing to breathe. And take your time as you slowly release. Drawing your knees in toward your chest. And then slowly extend your legs up towards the sky. You can keep your hands down by your sides or use them underneath your hips for support. Just checking in with your feet and your legs. Releasing any tension. Keeping your shoulders and your head and your face relaxed. Slowly release as you bring your knees back in for one last squeeze. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out towards the sides. And just check in here. Notice if there are any other movements or stretches that you need to take before coming into your relaxation. And when you feel ready, You can extend your legs out, allowing your feet to fall off to the sides, turning your palms up towards the sky. And take a deep breath in and let it go. As you release your active practice. Release your physical body. Staying with your breath. And take a deep breath in here. And let it go. As you slowly bring awareness back. Take your time as you make your way onto your right side. Using your hands to help you as you press back up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Just take a moment to bring to mind someone you'd like to dedicate your practice to. Bringing hands to heart center. And just honor this person. Sharing with them the benefits of your practice. And take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today, and have a great day.